Hey guys, Tarek with Cyclone FPV, and I am going to be looking at the screen down here. I have no idea if this is going to be streaming properly. I'm trying to watch and see, and hey, I don't know if anybody's even going to watch, to be honest with you. But what I am going to do is I'm going to start transferring everything from Facebook to YouTube. I talked about doing this before. Oh, wait, hold on, my computer in the back is on. I can hear all this. Let me turn this off. Okay, let's turn that off. Okay, so I think that's off. Let me close this down. All right, I'm coming back. All right, so we're going to give this a shot. I think I even got closed captioning going on. I have no idea. But I don't think I can see, I don't know, trying all this new software, so we're going to see if this works. Okay, so bear with me a second. So let me get this picture-in-picture going. There we go. All right, so what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to build a quad here real quick, and I don't know how this words are popping up on the screen. I guess I have closed captioning on. What I said I was going to do was I'm going to go ahead and build this. So we're going to build this frame and this kit today. And it's going to be kind of a quick build, I think, except that my wife told me I need to go have dinner in about an hour. So I am going to interrupt this build if I'm not done to go have dinner and then continue it. Sorry, but wife takes precedence. Okay, that's the way it works. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to go ahead and build this, and I'm going to show you like this. I'm going to try to set this screen up like this. And like I said, we are going to start shifting over to YouTube only, or I think Bryce is going to check on some multiple streaming options. Right, Bryce? I'm sure somewhere you're going to have to say yes to that, but we just talked about it and we said that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to try to build this one. This is something I've been working on, and it's going to be for indoor flying, obviously. It could be for outdoor. It's got the opportunity to put power to it, but for right now the purpose is to do indoor, and it's got the the prop guards on here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the HGLRC stack, knowing that we could go with, we've got some updated stacks since this one, but I am going to go with this one right now. So we're going to kind of zoom through this only because I have no idea what to expect with this YouTube stuff, so we're going to give it a shot, okay? I do want to give a shout out to my wife, who will not be watching, but it just saves my butt if I say shout out to her. So shout out to Samantha, love you. Shout out to my boys. I wonder if any of them might be watching. I see Robert, what's up? Third Coast, what's up? So look, guys, we're going to try to go this route, right? Who is this key at? Right now, that's me. I shaved. Look at that. Look how fat I've gotten. I mean, this is what quarantining does. It sucks. But in either case, I gotta go run and get rid of this chubbiness. Okay, so we're gonna build this one, and then guys, here's what we're gonna do. I don't know if you can see behind me. I'm gonna show you something just because it's fun. There's not very many people here, so we're gonna have fun. You guys and me, we're gonna have fun. Watch. That's what I'm gonna show you. Okay. All right. So I call these bricks, and you'll understand why. But I'm gonna give these to you. Since we're still functioning out of here and not our new building, all the stuff is coming here still. So these are motors. I received about 2,000, I don't know, maybe 1,000 right now, okay? I've got, and there's more on the way. I mean, this is a little bit of the brick that I have. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna put these back, but I wanna explain to you. On top of that, I received about 1,000 frames, okay? So I've got a total of about 3,000 items that have come in today, and I've got thousands more on the way. Why? Because I can. Because it's fun. Because you guys need it, and it's fun to do it. So we're going to start doing builds every day. With all this quarantine crap, it's time to do builds. What up, Bryce? We're going to do builds every day. It's just the way it's going to be, and it's the way it has to be. I'm ordering more now than I have before. We've got a ton of HGLRC product coming in. We've got a ton of frames coming in. We've got a ton of components coming in. Let's see what else. We've got motors. We've got ESCs. I mean, I would say in the last month, while everything's gone like this, we've ordered a ton more than we have probably in the last 6 months. The purpose of that is, hey, Jimmy, all right. And guys, I finally can see the streaming stuff here, the comments. So the whole idea of bringing this stuff in is, one, we've got an awesome employee out in China that's helping us out, so I want to give a shout out to Jack. And number two, right now with everybody stuck at home, I can order these things probably by the quantity at a better discount, and then you guys can, get them cheaper, and we can all just have fun building. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start with this one, but we're going to be doing a lot more live builds. So keep tuned for that. And if you want a build, let me know which one you want, because this is actually a request. I talked to a customer today, about 2 hours ago, actually, and this is what prompted it. So, I want to schedule them every day. So if there's a machine, a drone that you want to see built, go on my website, find all the equipment that you would want to see built in it, and then tell me, and I'll build it. it's the way to have fun, right? And you don't have to buy it. I mean, it's not for you to buy. It's just to see it built and see what happens. Somebody might buy it. And if you decide you want it, fine. I'm going to do a deal on them. So if you pick it, go to my website. Go to, what is it? Let me see if this works. Go there. Boom. Go to that right there below, and send me a message. Say, hey, I'd like you to build this frame with this, 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 and this. I'll do it because we got nothing but time on our hands right now. So let's make it happen. Okay? All right. So what we're going to do is try to build this one and make it something that's going to work indoor. I did take the HGLRC F413 stack, and we're going to use that in this build. Okay, so let's get going. And as I do this, I'm going to try to look up and read the comments that are there. All I ask is if you guys can help support me, just tell people to tune into the channel. I'm going to try to make this channel grow, and there's no money asked. I don't ask for any money from it. I don't ask for any donations. I don't have a, what is it called, a Patreon or whatever the heck it's all called. This is an expensive hell enough hobby as it is, so let's try to help each other out. Best help you can give me is if you just tell people to watch, okay? I want to say what's up to my boys, Ashton, Landon, and Jaden. I love you guys. Miss y'all, and I will see you tomorrow when you come back. All right, let's get started, shall we? Enough talk. All right, let's cut this box open, and let's see what we're going to have. All right. Okay, so starting with the HGLRC, the F413, we've got our flight controller. It's got the VTX on it right here, and we've got our pins on the ESC. We've got our ESC right here, and then our camera and everything else. Okay, this board is end of life. This whole setup is end of life. I did like the setup. I do like it, but it has been replaced by the FD, the Forward series. But I want to use this on here because well, I've got them and I like them, so we're going to do it. Okay, so it's a 20 by 20, so it's not 16 by 16, but this frame here is going to have 16 by 16. And after this video, I will come back and very tempted to try and go back to bottom mount freestyle. Half tempted. Man, look, bottom mount. That's it. Period. All right. I will tell you guys over the next few days, you're going to see a bunch of changes on the website, right? Because I bought so much new product. I mean, I don't know how I can make y'all look at this. Let me see if I can figure this out somehow. I take this camera here and I turn it around. Where the hell is it? Right here. And I hit this button. Hang tight. I'm going to see if I can do this. Boom. No, I can't do that. God, I look fatter in this camera. All right, so I'm just going to kind of scroll this around. And obviously, we're in the garage still because we can't go to our new building. But somewhere in here, I'm going to do this like this. Okay, so just take a look. Now, it's not much, I know. These are just like, I think maybe 30 or 40 new frames. I'm going to bald head out of the way, okay? I've got 1,000 that have arrived, okay? So let's be honest here. I've got to move this stuff, but at the same time, we got some awesome deals, man. We're talking about frames that are like low price, right? Awesome 5mm stuff, but we've taken them off people's hands because as things slow down, even the guys in China have heard. So we're going to put new frames up here and show you guys. So keep checking out the website, find a frame you like, we're going to build it for you. All right, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is let's go ahead and get our ESC planted. We're going to use a 13 amp ESC, and it's a 20 by 20 stack. So if we get it lined up, I've used the Emax motors on this one. And let me see, I've had this sitting here like this for a while because I was going to build it out. So these are 1106s. So we're going to go ahead and get this set up. And if you're building this one, you're going to see here right now that you've got the arrow. Let me zoom in right here. So you've got this arrow right here, which means this is going to be the front of the quad. And we're going to go ahead and set it up like that. I've got no reason to change it right now. And with the props underneath, man, we're going to have a bunch of clearance, so that won't be a problem either. What is this? Hey, thanks, Robert. I appreciate you, man. I really do. Okay, so let's get started. HGLRC does include 25mm screws with this. These are going to be M2 screws. And as you know, if you go to our website, let me zoom out. That's a little too close. If you go to our website, we've got our whole new tool section there with all the screws. You know I spray paint them. I mean, I actually go outside. It's my peaceful time. I take them, I get them about, I don't know, about 100,000 screws at a time, and I go like this. And I take them outside, and I sit outside, and I spray paint them until they dry. And then you end up with a color chart so that you know that if they're yellow, they're 16mm, reds, 12. So if you drop them in a pile, and they all get mixed up, it doesn't take you an hour to sort them out. Makes it easier. All right, so let's go ahead, and we're going to get started by putting in our 25mm screw right here. Remember, we're going to go 25, we're going to do a 20 by 20 stack, so make sure to use the outer holes here. And let's go ahead, and we're going to mount this. I guess what I'll do is I'll use the standoff here to go ahead and raise this off the frame. Now, this frame wasn't designed like this. Please understand, this is not an inverted prop frame, but I like inverted prop. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start making most of my stuff inverted prop just because of the clean air. I just like it. It hovers better, flies better now. You know, there are some disadvantages, meaning that, you know, if you land in a bunch of grass, this is terrible. But for indoor flying, for example, this is great. And if you use it for outdoor for stability flying, it's even great also. All right, so we're going to get this done. Oh, shoot. Put it in a 16mm slot. Hang tight a second. And like I was telling you, for anybody, again, guys, even if you don't need the drone, I've got, my God, I mean, if you could see my inventory, it's so sick right now. But if you need to see a video on anything, I've been trying to put more videos out. I've been getting more, you know, hey, help me out with this transmitter or this module or this receiver. Anything you need, I'm home. And so that my wife and I don't kill each other, just keep me in here and I'll be making videos all day. She loves if y'all will just keep me busy so that I don't go in there and start bothering her and interrupting that tiger doofus or whatever his name is. That's reality show of the tiger guy, whatever the dork's name is. I can't remember, but as long as I stay out of her hair, she'll keep making me dinner and she'll keep being nice to me. So keep giving me options, please. All right. Let's get this one and this one. Okay. While I do this, I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit. Just a few things that, you know, like different things that we've had. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope you're spending time with your families. I get to see my boys tomorrow. I'm excited. I'll have them Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday until Monday, so that's awesome. I will tell you guys, you know, we have seen an uptick in business quite a bit, actually, as far as, you know, new customers. With that comes new aggravations, people getting upset quicker. I mean, like, I think staying at home is making people go nuts. I get it. But keep in mind, guys, please, we don't have any employees here, which means it's me and it's Sam. All right, and we're pumping out double or triple the amount of orders that we were pumping out before, and it's a lot. We needed help before, but we can't ask people to come in now. I mean, obviously not. So have patience. Please understand, like I see people who trying to set up their receivers for the first time. They're having a hard time. Hang tight. It's not supposed to be a walk in the park. It's supposed to be a little bit tough because, you know, I mean, because it is. Because that's why we paid our dues and learned it. So please have patience. I'll help you with videos if you need. Just don't get too upset about it. Until you set at least 20 things on fire in the first month and cost yourself $10,000, you haven't walked in my shoes. So please relax. I know how bad it can get. All right, so we've got the ESC mounted here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to prep this up. And I think you see on our new website, or on our website, you can see all the tools now, the soldering equipment and things like that. So let me go ahead and, oh, is that Carol? Is that the lady that killed her husband? Or everybody thinks she killed her husband? Man, a bunch of Looney Tunes on this show. My wife could not get enough of it. She is all over it. If I have to see any more of that guy, and all of them. All right, so we're going to go ahead and tin this up here. So again, if you need any soldering supplies, please check our site out. Everything is low priced, and it's exactly what I use here. All I use is what's sold. I don't buy anything that's. I don't use anything that I wouldn't sell you guys. So soldering iron, solder, everything. So if you need a flux pen or anything else, just go ahead. Now we're going to go ahead and tin these up real quick. And I will probably use the old man goggles shortly, but right now I'm trying not to. I'm just trying to use my glasses. But this is a small enough ESC that I may have to use my goggles at some point. Now we do have this in the 28 amp too, and I could have gone that route. But for indoor use, I'm just going to try to tone this down a little bit. Just know that, you know, if you do get something like a kit from us, whether you build it or whether you have us build it, they're designed to, you know, they can be upgraded. You don't have to buy a whole nother drone. So please don't worry about that. All right, so here we go. Let's get this done. All right, there we go. Okay, and then, let's see, now I gotta go get me an XT30, I guess, so let me go do that. And I think at this point I will need the old man goggles. I cannot. I'm trying to see. I'm fighting this. Damn it, I'm just getting old. Old and fat. This is a terrible combination of things. Life is drone related. Now I'm turning old and fat. Let me go to XT30 real quick. Give me 1 second. Now, I mean, I could go JST, I guess, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to stick with XT30. And again, guys, hey, Bryce, if you'll help me out, I mean, until you have to go, I guess. If you'll help me out, keep track of what I'm using, because I've got to put this as a kit to sell, and after this is done, I'm going to put a discount on it, but I got to remember all the parts. So F430, because I'm doing this on the fly. I didn't plan for the parts. I'm going them as I would do for mine. So an F413 stack, and I've got the Emax motors, although we'll figure out the motors. Just they're 1108s, but it's these little things that I always seem to lose sight of. So if you could please help me out with that, that would be great. I need to turn this on. So we're going to use the XT30s, and I'm trying to think here. I will go. Let me see how I want to do this. Let me get this frame back out and check this out. The battery's not going to take up much room, I don't think. So I'm going to kind of try to drag it to the back here just a little bit. So I'll give you about. I need to get my ruler here real quick. 1 second. Okay, so if you are going to do this, I'm going to give this thing about. From the end of the plug, I'm going to give it about 50 millimeters. All right, so that'll be our measurement. Is it 50 millimeters right there? Let's cut that. Okay, put those aside. Let's strip this down. What's up, Dustin? What's up, my man? How you doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Okay, so here we go. Again, things like this, like the flux paste, we got that on the site too. And again, guys, if you need anything, please let me know. Please, whatever you do, if you need something and money's tight right now, just hit me up. I'll try my best, okay? I don't like seeing people worried too much. We're all stressing out, so please. Also, I know I talked to a couple of you guys about helping some kids out who are stuck at home and stuff, so I'm going to put some of these eSheen little things that we got here. I'm going to just donate them. I've got to put something together on that because I want these poor kids to be flying or at least having fun. So I figured what I would do is on my side I've got some eSheens. I am going to donate them and just give them away, and hopefully get some kids in the air. So I'll discuss that with you guys more in a little bit, but plan on seeing that too. All right, so we've got our XT30 ready. We're going to take our little our flux paste and move that out of the way. And hey, Julio, what's up, man? All right, so we're going to go ahead and put our XT30 here, and then we can put our cap on this side. It really doesn't matter which way we're going to go with it, but let me get my tweezers, and let's get going. Let me put this up. I got to keep this bench clean. As much as I can, I got to keep the bench clean before I mess something up. All right. And I'm looking for my tweezers, and here they are. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go this route. So let me go ahead. Put this here. And guys, when you're soldering something this small, by all means, please don't press down on the wire. Just let it kind of cook itself. It'll fall down on its own to the solder pad. It'll shrink down on its own. I see more people, because these pads are so small, I see more people that will press on them and then it'll actually push the solder out and they'll short it out. So just kind of just rest it on there, and it'll melt on its own and ink up. Now, just whatever you do, don't bridge them. And I need to see with my goggles at this point because I can't see anything. So hold on 1 second. Perfect. Let me clean this up real quick. There we go. Hopefully I'm not blocking it too much here, I know. Apologize. I just need to, now that I can see with my goggles, I can do this a little bit better. Let's try not to use them. I'm trying not to get my eyes too dependent, but I think at the end of the day, I'm just lying to myself. I'm gonna leave that one like that. That should be clear. I'll clean it up in a minute, but let me get the positive on here. The wire's a little thick for this one, so I mean, I am gonna have to be very careful here, but I don't feel like going with any thinner wire at this point. So that should be, that is clean, and they are not touching at this point, so that's good. All right, so we've got these two on here. It's very close, but they are clean and not touching, so we should not have any problem. I'll go ahead and test this real quick, make sure there's no continuity issues before I move on, because I don't want to have to take this apart. Now I can't see anything, so hold on. Okay, let's see. As long as we don't hear a beep, we're good. If we hear a beep, then I got to go back in there and fix it. But I think it's good. Let me see. Let's go here and let's go here. Nope, that's good. Perfect. Okay, so we're good on the wires here. Now we're going to go ahead and put this back in. Just like that. You know what? It's only on this one, the F413. Honestly, I think this is one. When you go to the F428, Robert, it actually is a much bigger pad, and I probably could have gone to the 420. You know what? That's it. You just convinced me. We'll go to the 428. Done. Forget it. Here, you got it. You talked me out of it, so we'll go to the 428 instead, because I know these motors can take more power anyway. So let's just do that, and we'll save the 413 for a smaller build. So let me go ahead and set this up, and you'll see here. Here, there'll definitely be a lot of room. So we'll, Bryce, edit that, please. We're going to the 428. Everything else is the same on it. It's just the ESC that's different. But if you want to compare the two, look. See? So, I mean, at this point, you have, I mean, everything's much, much better for that purpose. So now let me go ahead and put the old man goggles back on. All right, and let's just take this. We'll take this XT30 off here. And like I said, I'll do a different build where I use a JST or something. Let me clean this. Let me clean this off here real quick. I may even just leave this XT30 on here. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but there we go. We'll take that one off. We'll heat this one up real quickly. All right, so I'll save this. I'll save this for a smaller build. So let me put that right there. So let's go ahead and prep this board up then. Move that here. Okay. So we've got flux pen done, so now we'll go ahead and prep the board. And I've got these goofy goggles on, but I don't have a choice, so I can't see, and that's the way it's going to be. So I guess what we'll do is we're still going to lay it out the same. So this is going to go very much in a similar way. And I'm just going to try to, I'll just prep it on here instead. Get these wires out of my way. Okay, let's get the pads here done. So on this side, it's much clearer. You're going to see that here with the bigger pads is going to be your LiPo, and the other side is going to be your cap. Now, you can tell on the pads I'm not covering them 100%, and you really don't have to, because don't forget, you're going to be covering the motor wires as well when you tin them. Together, they will cover 100%, but don't worry if you're just, you know, like 50%, 60%, because when you bring them together, you'll be just fine. All right, so I just want to move on and get this done. All right. Then I'm going to get this part here ready. There we go. All right. All right, so far so good. We're going to go ahead and put this XT60 back on. Let me just get the wires straightened out here real quick. Well, I can't even read the comments, so I got to make a choice here. All right, here we go. And again, here more than ever, you just want to kind of rest it, okay, guys? Don't go crazy pressing it down. It will melt. If you've got good solder, 6337, like what we use here, it will melt, all right? And it won't turn that gray clumpy crap. Just hold it on there. Hold it on. It'll just fall and spread on its own. There you go. I mean, it's perfect fit, okay? And then we're going to do the same. Just make sure you have enough on there. So I'm going to go ahead and put some right over here because I can see the strands a little too clear. So let me get that on here and then just hold it. And there you go. So it's done. I mean, it's a solid connection, okay? So now what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the ESC on. I mean, not the ESC, the cap on, the ESC. And then I'll be done with this part. Then we'll go ahead and solder the motors, and I can see if anybody's asked anything because I can't see crap with this. I don't even know where my glasses are. Here they are. Let me see. What do I got? Cadex microcam, I assume. No, hold on. What are you talking about? I know the room's not, okay. Oh, hey, I'm just saying. All right, let's see how this works. That may be, no, that sucks. I can't keep both on, so there's that. All right, let's get to it. Let's put the cap on. It's right here. Based on the way this frame is going to go, I would say that I may just plan to put the cap. I may just plan to put it kind of standing up, I guess, and then I guess support it that way. So, I mean, I've got plenty of room. I don't think anything's going to be in the way, but I don't need that much wire. So let's go ahead and cut this down. All right. So let's just kind of strip some of this sheathing off here. Okay. Clip it. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to make it obviously into an L so it can stand up. So leave yourself a little bit so you can turn it. But that's about it. So, I mean, we're talking about maybe 3.5 millimeters or so. And at that point, I am going to use my flux paste here. Okay. And then I will just tin it as quickly as possible. It's not going to tin the best. This stuff doesn't tin that great on capacitors, but at least kind of gets it ready. There we go. And then make sure you're paying attention to your positive and negative unless you want an awesome fireworks show afterwards. Wire's too long, so let me trim it back. Okay, here we go. There's one. Let that sit. Clean the tip off of this thing. Let's do the next one. There we go. Perfect. So we're done. As far as that goes, we're good to go. All right, so now let me move this off so I can read. Let's see. Also VTX. Oh, receiver-wise, I don't know. For this one, I'm probably going to go with an XM Plus. Something very small, one antenna based for now. Make it easy. And I mean, honestly, there's really not much else needed for it. But let's get the motors done, okay? So we're going to start with the rear motors here. And what I'm going to do is I tend to leave a little bit of wire on my motors because I will change my mind sometimes and either want to take them off the quad or want to move them or wire them a little different. So I'm actually not going to cut these. I'm going to leave them from the factory the length that they are, and I'll just pull them back a little bit. So let's get started with that, and we can wrap this ESC up really quick. Just to let you know, the stack comes with the VTX and everything. So it's the actual HCLRC stack, but that's what I'm using. You guys can always pick whatever you want, and we'll make it happen either way. I can't see, so sorry. Going back to the old man goggles. I will look like Mr. Magoo for the next 10 minutes. Here we go. And keep all your wires the same. So in this situation here, you make sure I've got these right. Put that down. 1, 2, 3. This is going to be the outside, so that'll work perfect. All right, here we go. And remember, guys, you're going to hold it on there for about a second or less. Okay, do not hold it any longer. They're already pre-tinned, so you're good. So you go. 1. There you go. 2 is right here. And then 3. Okay, let's go to the next motor. I'll go this direction. It's going to be a pretty easy build, I think. The only thing that I didn't prepare for, which I probably do as soon as I get done having dinner, will be the camera mount. So I have an idea of what I'm going to do. But I didn't plan on it, so bear with me, and I will make sure that that happens too. Okay, let me check this out. 1, 2, 3. Come on, there we go. All right, and then we got one more motor to go, and then we're going to go ahead and tape these wires down and make it look clean. And in the meantime, if I've missed anything, please remind me, and I will get it taken care of. So, also, okay, good. So far we're good. All right. So let's do this last one. Hey, hey, that's the sound of money. Okay, perfect. Here we go. All right. Oh man, of course the last wire I didn't get a good grip on it, so hold on. Let me get this and just kind of clean this up a minute. There we go. Put that on there. There we go. Let me move this one just a little bit over. Done. Okay, so one of the things that I don't have on the website, which I will soon, is this tape, and I love this tape, so I'm going to go ahead and use some of it real quick. And it's funny because Rocky is the one that told me to go ahead and tape one time around the arm, and I actually did I took his recommendation, and it worked perfect. So, and in a situation, I don't know how it worked here because the arms are so short, but in a scenario where your arms are wider and the tape isn't sticking, he did say wrap one around one time and then it'll work. And he was right. So use that. Uh-oh, what'd you say, Robert? I just looked up and it says you took your message back. What'd you say? You talk crap about me or something? I just happened to notice you talking. All right, thanks, Greg. Thank you, Robert. I have regular reading glasses and then my $1.30. Yeah, you know, I just started wearing, I mean, I turned 45, I don't know, March 15th. And I haven't worn glasses at all. And all of a sudden I go and I need glasses. And so they say, all right? And I'm like, no. I tried 2 different companies, 2 different doctors, and $1,500 later, and I'm not gonna lie to you, my wife went to the gas station and bought me a 1.5 or 1.25. And I'm like, this is what I need. So I returned everything else. And then I finally bought something that they said, well, look, you know, you got to at least have your eyes, you know, they're not the same. I said, that's fine. So I bought some prescription, but not what they were thinking. I mean, these guys are out of their mind. It's like they want you to see, but then they don't want you to see the price. It's like, hey, you gave me enough vision so I could see your bill's ridiculous. So, and then like, oh, no, wait. All right, so we've got the ESC down, guys, and that's not going to be adjusted again. So we can go ahead and tighten this down, and then we're going to just clean up the wires so they're not in our way. I think I need to just take these standoffs off as well because they're kind of in my way too. Let me knock that out real quick. Hey, the microscope's legit. I'll tell you, you know, I really do like that. And it helps a lot. It definitely helps a lot. I can't work with it. I try, and sometimes I can, but it's very hard to work with like trying to solder while you're looking at the microscope screen because, you know, you don't move in micro movements. So every little move, it's like, phew, gone. But it is awesome. You know, it's funny. I want to put this tape on here, but these prop guards are going to be in my way. So let me see if I can do this without the prop guards getting in the way. If they do get in the way, I'll just remove the prop guards. All right. So let's see. 1. Let's just cut the 4 right now and hope for the best. 2, 3, and 4. There we go. It is an Alpha RC frame that's on the website. I'll put a link here shortly, so hang tight. But it's a frame that's been sitting on my desk for months, and so I decided, hey, I grab it because this is the one that I wanted to use for this. But I'll send you the link. I'll post a link here to it. If you go to Alpha RC and go to like the 3-inch builds or 2-inch builds, you'll see this frame. All right, let me try to wrap. Yeah, this is gonna get in my way. All right, well that was fun, but unfortunately, guys. I've got to take this off, so hang tight a second because I don't want this to look like crap, so let's just do it the right way. It'll only take me a minute to take these off anyway. All right, there we go. Now I can finish taping this motor down. All right, so with this out of the way. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I got to take the prop off. No, there we go. Perfect. So let's go ahead and get this set up. And it's going to go around. I'm going to mimic this one. So it's going to go around the front. So all we want to do is just straighten this motor out, this wire out here, right? So let's do that. Let's sit like this. And I will just put one wire in. Boy, I'm regretting this already. Good enough. Let's put this one. And I know I don't have to take this off, but I cannot do a sloppy job. Like I've got to see this tape going perfect. So bear with me a second. I've got to lay this out properly. It has to stay in line. So my hope is that if I do it like this right here, all the motors will look the same, and I think they're going to. So let me just turn this around. Okay, and then wrap it around again. And that's going to look great. I think that's actually going to come out really good right there. Okay, so we'll just mimic all the motors this way. I've been wanting to make it 2 or 3 Cinewoop. Well, this is one way to do it. I mean, there are Cinewoop frames. We've got them coming in too. I'm telling you guys, I got in 1,000 frames. I haven't even had a chance to go through them all. But, you know, we've got the frames, or you can get creative. And, I mean, honestly, I like to get creative. I mean, I like to take just a frame and just do something different with it. So in this case, this frame wasn't designed like this, but you can, you know, I got the prop guards and then I put them on the frame and then I inverted them so I had more room. And man, I cannot get this motor fit through, so let me do that. But in either case, Bryce, you've been flying us in a whoop right now. Bryce has been doing one. He's really enjoying it. And I think he got an iFlight version of it. But to be honest with you, you can make your own. I mean, there's nothing to it. If you get the parts that you need, if you know what parts you want, you'll be set. So, and we're going to have some more parts posted as well. So hopefully in the next couple of days, our finished inventory from HGLRC will come in. And then I've got something here. I've got a couple frames here that came in to test as well. So I'll be showing you guys. But hopefully if we do a build every day, you'll see exactly what you're looking for. All right. So I'm going to put these motors back on. I didn't think that I would have to worry about that, but I didn't think about the tape either. So let me just, it'll only take a second, but let me just line these up so all the wires are straight, please. They have to be. Okay, there we go. I'm going to follow Rocky's recommendation. Tape the frame first at the bottom here, lay your wire over it. This really worked out really well on the last build I did, thanks to him. So thanks, shout out to you, Rocky. And then the tape will stick better. So let's do it like that. Keep the wires in line so they're all straight. Don't let them cross over, right? Because that looks like crap then. So flip it over. Oh, there we go. And then it'll stick to the other piece of the tape much better than the frame, just like that. All right, so far it looks pretty mirrored, right? They look really good. So let's get the rest of these off. Do the same, and then we can wrap this up. Hey, what's up? What's up? I'm putting a frame together, man. A recommendation. I'm trying to help a customer out that wants to fly indoors, and I decided to take this frame that I've had here that I was working on with inverted props and prop guards, and we're going to build this using an F4. We started off with the F413, but pads are too small for the wiring, and Robert made a comment about it, and I'm like, you know what, we'll just bump up. So it's going to be an F428 stack, HGLRC F428 stack with the Alpha RC frame with Emax motors, and we're going to modify it with prop guards and invert the whole thing. So it'll be pretty cool. Let me lift that up here. Okay, so we're going to take this to the back like that. Honestly, man, I mean, it really depends. You know, you have to toss around the idea of your flight time. Now, there's a whole new part of our website that's going to calculate that for you. So, you know, it's not just as easy as, hey, I'm going to fly a 4S or a 5S. And I know Bryce and I have a bet on something that I'm going to prove him wrong in the next by the end of this weekend. But there's a lot more calculation that goes into it. So, you know, I would say, you know, you're definitely going to put a 3S on this. As far as the milliamp goes, you know, the difference in the weight. Hold on a second. Let me get this lined up real quick. All right, there we go. The difference in the weight is going to depend on how much milliamps you want to go, and then we can figure out how much thrust we're pulling out of this to determine also how much amp pull we're going to get and see how much flight time we're really going to gain. But for this one, we're going to be looking for smooth time, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, the tape is. I never used tape before, and our guy Jack sent some to me, and I have been. I love this tape. So let me do this. Except my fat sausage fingers can't separate the damn thing sometimes. So hold on. Okay, so there we go. So again, we're going to do Rocky's recommendation here. Let's tape the arm first, then lay the wire over it like this. Then come around, and it does. I do notice the tape does stick better this way. I just got to make sure that I get it lined up there. There we go. Try to keep your wires straight, guys. It's that little stuff that makes the difference. There you go. Okay, so now stare in awe at this because I have to go to the restroom. Be right back. Just watch the quad. Be right back. 2 seconds. So here we go. Thank you. Sorry, had to run for a minute. All right, so we got the tape on here. It does look good. Again, I'll leave that down. Those wires are sitting pretty good here. So we got one more, and then we can go to the ESC or we go to the VTX and the flight controller, and we good to go. Hey man, I had to go to the restroom. What do you want me to say? I gotta go. All right. I ain't young anymore. When I gotta go, I gotta go. I go pee. No, it's not. I didn't share it on both, man. I thought about it and I talked to Bryce about it, but the software I use does not show me comments on both sides, and so I didn't really know what to do with that. But I will do a full platform share between Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn, and well, LinkedIn's kind of dorky. I don't think that's really going to matter, but a couple other things. Just I have to see what's going to be the easiest to work around, and right now I cannot see chats or comments on all, but Bryce says he's got a fix for that, so we'll see. Gotta go. All right, let's get this last motor mounted here just so that we can get the wires taped, and then we can go ahead and put everything back on. All right. Yep, there we go. All right, good. We just got a shipment of Free Sky stuff too, guys. So if you need any radios or any receivers or anything at all, if you need any videos made, please, let me know. I'm always, like I said, if you don't give me stuff to do, my wife is going to kill me, and I don't want her to kill me. And she keeps watching all that forensic stuff, so I'm not kidding when I say she could probably get away with it. But with all the equipment we have and all the time we have on our hands right now, making videos has been the one thing that keeps me kind of sane. So just let me know if you need something. What doesn't make me happy is my fat fingers can't take this off. So hold on. Oh, darn. Come on, you little turd. Come here. Ah. All right. So let's do it again. Down here. I think that did it right there. So let's lay that down, get these wires across, and then we can go to the flight control and I can be done with this tape. I hope, if this stupid thing will lay down. All right, there we go. Let's grab it like that. We'll just make the best of it like this. Okay, have that hold for now. All right, so tuck everything down right here. So now we've got our wires taped down. It's pretty solid here so far. We've got our spacers. We're using I think these are 3mm actually, spacers that came with the HDLRC stack. Let me just verify here. So those are going to be, well, they're 4, so a little over. Okay, let's see. What was it? That's a good question. How much copters say? What? How much? Oh, I mean, that all depends. You can, I mean, it's all on the weight. So I mean, look, it's. Let me do this real quick, okay? Let me try to make this simple. Okay, so look, we'll take a break for a second to understand something, because I know a lot of you know this, but for those of you that don't, and we've got machines back here that do this, okay? So over there is a machine that will measure the milliamps and actually give you an honest reading to make sure the factories are giving you the honest amount, right? And then over here is we've got 3 thrust machines here that'll tell. So one of the things that you want to know. Yeah, I know, I have a messy bench. Thanks for pointing that out. Golly, it's like my wife is watching the show now or something. One of the things that you need to remember is, it depends on how you're going to fly, right? So you have to know where you're going to put where your throttle is going to go, right? And yeah, I know, my messy bench. Just don't talk about it. You guys are giving me a complex. So if your quad is set and if you're comfortable at 50% throttle, then you need to know what the amp pull is at 50% throttle, right? And that's what this is going to give us over here. Although you can hook up a a little amp meter like we've got, and just see what the amps are. It's kind of tough to do it when all 4 motors are running, but if you can get an idea of where you're going to be at 50%, and that's what you're going to be flying, at that point you can put in all your equation, and you can figure out exactly how many milliamps you need to be able to fly the distance or the length of time you need to fly. We have the entire program that does that here. The only problem is I haven't given it to everybody because it's like everybody's on this whole thing about I need 6S or I need 5S or I need 4S. And I'm like, look, I promise you that there's a difference between putting on a battery and flying efficiently. Flying efficiently is totally different. So I've been working on it, and I know people that talk to me every day, they're like, dude, I drill this to them every day when they're like, hey, what battery should I get? I'm like, well, what do you want to get out of it? I mean, how much flight time do you want? How many amps are you pulling? I don't know, but everybody says I can fly 6S. Well, you can fly 6S. I don't know why everybody's doing that, but you can fly 6S, but it may not be the best thing for your quad, right? So you guys tell me what you're flying. I'll run it in on the thrust machine, and I'll put the equation together, and I'll do a video on it for you, and we'll determine what the best battery is to be efficient based on weight, thrust, and where your throttle is going to be, and so forth. Okay, and we will make it awesome that way, and that's why I did it. I got this because we want to make quads fly faster or longer. I mean. All right, let's get to the flight controller. So on the flight controller here, we've got the only thing that we're going to have to worry about on the bottom is going to be the TX for the smart audio. So everything else I'm really not going to mess with, but I'm still gonna use the flux pen anyway, just to kind of get it prepped up in case I change my mind down the road. So let's go ahead and put on Mr. Magoo's goggles here. So my eyes are the size of footballs. There we go. And here, look. Can you see my eyes? Do they look big? Oh, they look pretty big. Huh? Great. Okay, so back to business. There we go. So I'm going to tin up the pads anyway, even if I don't plan on using this. I just don't want to have to one day change my mind and then have to pull the soldering iron out to tin it when I don't have flux paste or something there. So I'm just going to go ahead and do all this now. And there's no harm. It's better practice anyway. So we have our current here, our RSSI here. But on this side, what we have here is that we have our TX3 and our TX6. That's what I want to tap into, okay? So while that's being done, I'm going to go ahead and grab my Vtx as well because I know I have to do this too. So I'm going to go ahead and do it from the other side here. So let me go ahead and tin that up. And let's go ahead and get our, put this up here. All right, let's grab my, there we go. And let's run it. Ready? So one thing confusing about these is that the silk screening is offset. So you would think that because it's written here, and I don't know if you can see that, but I did screw this up the first time, second time, and third time probably. If you can see that, I don't know, but there's silk screening right here, right, or screen printing right here, but the pin that's referring to is over here. So you almost think it's straight across, but then you realize you got more of these and these. But you can blow a flight controller that way pretty quickly, or a VTX, and I did. So I'll go ahead and throw my name in the hat there for people that screwed this up. Let's go ahead. I'm not even going to use half these pads. I'm only going to use, I believe, 4. So that is half, I guess. But all right. So what we've got here is we're going to do our power, our voltage in, and our ground in, and then we've got our smart audio right here, and then here's going to be video. Okay. So now we've got to get some wire and get this thing looking good, and that's our camera. Which I don't know where that went. So somewhere on this bench is a camera, I hope, or else I'll have to find one. Let's see, we've got our video wire and everything else. So let's knock it out, shall we? So the one thing I do want to do is I just want to go ahead and get this out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and solder my my VTX wire here because I don't want to have to open this up later. I was hoping to use a different color cable, but I don't think that's going to happen. So let me just use, I'll just get this one. So for my smart audio, I'm just going to use I guess I'll just use a yellow, but I'll solder it ahead of time so that I don't get it confused with the video. Let's do that. And again, bring it over to the flux paste. Just it up. And if you don't have these, that's fine. I don't usually use these, but I've had more, like I said, I've had more students watching, so I want to show them that there is an actual right way to do it. And now all I need is my solder, which I got little strands everywhere, so let's go do that. Let's tin this up real quick. Just like that. And we're done. This side's already pre-tinned, so we're good, so we can get this out of the way now. And now we want to cut this down to about 1.5 millimeters. So let's go ahead. That one's all right, actually, but let's go ahead and take this one down. This is way too long. All right, about there. All right. So again, we're going to go over here. I'm going to go ahead and use TX6, I think, right now. So let's go ahead and do that. I have no reason not to, I don't think. I can't remember if I'm going to use it for anything else, but I don't see that on here. So let me go ahead and just grab the OST right here, which is going to be the third pin. Actually, I'm going to turn this around so the wire stays tucked away. So I'm going to grab the third pin here, which is going to be OST. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and get the flight controller. And the flight controller on my quad is going to be sitting like this, right? So we have forward this way, and we have this way. So if I place that down, and I know that I need to be right here, and this is at the front. So let's make it, the easiest fit will be just like this. Let's do that. I'll get rid of some of the excess cable so we know to get this knocked out. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here, and I'm probably going to take it back off of the VTX now because I want to do a little bit of work on this. Come here. Let's do it like this. TX6, bam, right there. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove it from here then because I want to have some freedom to move this around a little bit, and I'm not going back under the board here. So we're just going to slide this on, and at this point we are done with 2 stages. Okay, and we just need to make sure the wires stay clear, and it is. So there we go. So far, so good. Now I take my goo goggles off, and I can go back to regular goggles, regular glasses. Yeah, I know. It's dorky goggles, man. What do you want me to say? I'm old and I'm blind. Kind of. Okay, so from here we're going to go ahead and prep the top of the board. And I'm just going to leave it mounted to do that. So let's go ahead and go around here. All right. And we're going to get our solder done. Make sure everything's lined up. And it is. It's lined up good. That's coming out good. Okay, so let me see. I can't read. Here we go. We got battery here, VTX here, ground here, and then we got a 5 volt. And what else we got? Oh, we got our camera. We got everything over here. So let me go ahead and just do that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then on the side here, we should have our receiver. And I believe it's going to be the first 3 or to the left. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. And I'm not really putting a buzzer on this thing or anything else or any LEDs right now. I don't usually run those anyway, especially not if I'm going to be in the house. So that's good. And now I know I had a camera in here somewhere. I don't know where it went, so I'm just going to open another camera because thankfully you have a never-ending supply of them. I'm going to set the camera right here. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Now I got 2 cameras. All right. All right, let me move this out of the way. I did not, you know what? I haven't used black tack putty, but I have had people tell me I need to get into, start using that, and I'm going to. Thank you for bringing that up because it's been something I've been meaning to do. Now you got me thinking about it. So, thank you. I will do that. As a matter of fact, hey, I tell you what, do me a favor, Aaron, send me a link to it, would you, of what you've recommended on that because I'd like to try it out. Let me see if I'm going to get this to fit. This is not the right size. This is going to go for that. So let me find this. Well, no, this one. Okay, so here we go. We got now 2 cameras. I'm only going to use one, but we did find the other one, so there we go. And based on this setup, this camera is going to sit somewhere about right here. So I'm going to get my wire to be about, let's see. I'll give you 55 millimeters. So wire needs to be 55 millimeters long. So let's go ahead and twist that up. And then what you can do is just place it against here and cut it at 55. And that's going to be right there. Now it's going to be a little bit, I mean, it's definitely enough wire. But you know, if you ever take it off or something happens, you need to have more, at least you're not out. So let's go ahead and strip this down. 1, 2, indeed. 2 and 3. Okay. There we go. No, I'm not. These prop guards are actually from Alpha RC. They're on our site. They're supposed to be on our site. Uh-oh. Hey, babe.
Hi.
Oh, it's 8:55. How much longer till dinner?
5 minutes.
I have 5 minutes. Oh, Okay, so everybody can go have dinner for just a little bit because I'm not gonna make my wife mad. I've already done that enough today. So dinner, and then we come back and rejoin. And I will give you guys like a 20-minute heads up. But first, I want to get this done. I can do a lot in 5 minutes, so hang tight. Let's just get this thing to stand. There you go. Okay, yeah, here we go. One. So let's turn this up. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Okay. Thanks, Aaron. Okay. Anyways, getting back to the prop guards, they're supposed to be on the site, but I did notice that there's no picture of them on there. But they are from Alpha RC, so I will make sure at the end of this, remind me please, I will make sure to have that done. Let me just go ahead and now solder this on before my wife kicks my butt. So here we go. We're gonna get ground. And remember guys, in this case, ground for the camera is on the outside, but ground for the receiver is not. So when you're on your receiver side over here, your positive is actually on the outside, which is kind of rare to see that you have it like this and then it's reversed this way. Usually it's consistent, but in either case, just be careful. Take notice of that, okay? And your camera's in the middle, and then your positive is on the out here. So right there, okay? That's your camera, done. All right. Let's see what else we got. So we're gonna go ahead, and I guess what I can do is get to the VTX real quickly. And to do that, I'm just gonna borrow some wire here from anything that's not being used, and we'll tin both sides, and we'll call it a day. One side's already tinned, so that saves me a little bit of time. One. I got a good dinner tonight. Man, it's been awesome around here with dinner. So, cannot afford to not have the steak that she is making me. Woo! Mm. Okay, let's get the these helping hands. And I can't even tell which side I did because they're too darn small, so let's just go ahead and do them both. And no harm, no foul, right? But I do not feel like having to put these up again, so there we go. Perfect. Let's knock this out, move everything out of the way. And here we go. I'll just do both sides. Oh, that's the tin side, I can tell. Okay, that's tinned. There we go. All right. There you go. Let's take these out, get that board set up, and we are golden. All right, so for our VTX, we're going to come this route. Again now, see the positive's on the outside here, whereas it's on the ground on this side. Just pay attention to things like that. Make sure you don't get thinking, don't assume on some of these smaller boards that it's going to be the same way on both sides of the board. So let's go ahead. That's done. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't want to do that. I want to come from the inside for this one because this is for the VTX. Let's go from the inside. So let's go 1. Can't see, but I think I got it. There we go. I'm pretty sure I got it. All right, 2. There we go. And then we'll do our ground. And 3. Okay, now the way this is going to work, right, is when this gets done. So these are gonna solder now to here, okay? And let's just go ahead and knock that out, I guess. I'm just trying to think. This is going to be. My goal was to put this way so that I have enough room to run the antenna out, and I am going to have plenty of room. So this wire is going to be kind of long, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. In case I change my mind down the road, I'm not going to worry about that. But I will. I don't know how I want to do this to make it. Let's just do it like that. All right, so to do this, if I know I'm going to mount it this way, I'm just going to basically flip it over and put it on this spot right here. And that way it'll hold it for me inverted. Then I can solder it. Now I will go ahead and put a spacer on so that I can kind of keep a safe distance here, right? So it doesn't, so I don't solder too close to the flight controller. But let's go ahead and just put this on. There's one. Put the next one on. And between the flight controller and the VTX, you do not need this much space. So if you find yourself getting close and you need some extra room, you can actually drop this down. But I'm going to go ahead and drop this like here, and I'm going to use one of these to kind of just hold it in place. I'll go this route. Okay, And that way, when I'm done, I'm just going to do is flip it over and it'll be done. So we know that these three are going to be with the video and the other one's going to be the smart audio. Let's go ahead and knock that out. The prop guards do not come with this frame. These frames don't have prop guards. I just put those on there. They're definitely not inverted. And so I put this on here, but I'll send you the link. I promise you at the end of this video, when I go back and adjust the description will have all the information on it for what was included in this build. And it will have a link to the prop guards and everything else. But it'll be a kit, and you can either build it yourself watching this video, or you can have me build it for you, whichever you like. Oh, you know what, man? No, that's right. I was thinking I'm going to flip this over, and the wires are going to be exposed, but they won't. All right, so let's do that one. There's our positive right there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and throw down our OST, bam, right here, or I mean our smart audio, right here. There you go. Boom. So now when I unscrew this is cool, right? Because I mean, it's not like I discovered something big here, but I mean, it does make it look cleaner because now I can just keep the wires, and I may twist them up maybe a little bit. But now when I do that, I'm going to set this back down, and all of a sudden, everything for the most part is tucked away nicely. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and put the last, I know 5 minutes, what time is it? Am I past? Oh shit. Okay, so here's what's up. I'm going to have dinner before I get my butt kicked. It is now 9:02. Let's do, let me see. It's going to at least be 9:30, 10 o'clock, somewhere around there, but I will post it and I'll give you guys enough time. So let's do, just so I've got to keep the peace here. I'm going to go have dinner. My wife made me awesome dinner. Guys, thank you very much. We'll be right back to finish the second part of this, and we'll have it flying in here in a few minutes, okay? So we'll see you soon. Peace! Well, we're going to see what happens here. I guess this thing just keeps running, right? I have no idea. So I'm looking back here, and I'm gonna wait and see the computer screen here and see if this actually comes back on. This would be an interesting 1 hour of blank nothing. Not sure. I'll tell you about 5 minutes to set up if you want to try it. Yeah, I'll try it. Let me see if this thing comes on. Hold on. I'm curious to see what happens here. So let me close this down. Oh my God, it like came back. Like, I don't get this. I was expecting to see a whole new stream, and I guess this thing, when you end it here, it doesn't end. And that's weird. Okay, so I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually end this stream. I'm going to figure out how to end it because I want to start a new one so everybody knows. So unless we can get everybody back in here, all 15 people that were watching, I'm not really sure how that works, but it was kind of neat. I don't know, you guys, it's sitting the whole time doing nothing. I don't know what the hell's the point of that. Okay, so holy moly, no, it's looking worse by the minute here. Let's just get this off my face. Either way, let's just get going. I don't know what the hell happened. I guess when you get out of this one, it doesn't stop. Facebook, it'll automatically come to an end. So I got to figure out what the hell I did wrong. But either case, I still have a build to do. So, I don't get it. That's kind of weird. Okay. That's so weird. All right, let me see if I'm ready. Okay. All right, so getting back to where we were at, I guess I'll have to edit this video and cut out about an hour of blank crap. I don't know. So where we were at was we had the, we just put the VTX on, and everybody's talking about how messy the desk was, because it is, and I get it. So we're going to move everything out of the way, and we're getting back to going. And I'm sorry, guys. I said it was the first time to run this on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube, and obviously when I click end on the thing, it doesn't end on YouTube. I got to figure out what I did wrong there, but we'll figure it out. It's not the end of the world. Okay. I do want to get this finished though, so I do need to grab a receiver. Let me go grab that real quick. And I'm going to use the, I guess I'm going to use an XM Plus. I mean, there's no big deal. All right. So I'm bringing the XM Plus. Boom. There we go. So we're going to get the XM Plus ready. Yeah, again, I'm still kind of shocked here that when I clicked end, it didn't stop. But I apologize, guys. Again, learning curves. We'll figure it out. So let me go ahead and cut this open. Okay, so I need to make a list here because one was the XM Plus, one was the XT30. This we can get rid of. This we don't need. This we do need. Okay, so I want to put this XM Plus, and I want to see how much space I have over here. Knowing that we're going to be running the battery underneath, but I can zip this around. Let's see how we're going to break this down. Okay, so let me see. If I put this here, that space. Camera's up front. So it's a little bit of a big receiver, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. I also always put it in the back if I want to. All right, so I think we're going to be good here. Let me just get ready. Okay. And again, my apologies about the broadcast. I thought it would end and I'd start a new one. I did not realize it was still going to be recording. So good thing we kept our cool around here. Didn't say anything stupid. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and prep the XM Plus real quick. Let me go ahead and do that. And I am going to have to do a firmware update on it. I know there's a firmware update for this so let me, actually these are brand new though, so maybe this will be fine. So let me go ahead and just get this tinned up. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. And then, let's see where we're gonna put it. We get our wiring. Okay. I need my other 2 spacers real quickly, so let me get that down. Let's put one here. A ruler. Subway. Put this up here. With the antenna. And find our last spacer, which is right here. Perfect. All right, so we're going to be good to go here, guys. And again, for anybody that comes in kind of late to this, my apologies. I thought when I clicked stop that the feed would stop, and on using the switcher it does, but for some reason it did not stop it in YouTube. So this thing caught an hour of nothing but blank screen, but we'll go ahead and edit the whole thing. I'll edit the video, I guess. All right, so we've got our VTX ready to go. I just got the receiver out. I just tinned it up. And let me see how else I want to do this. I don't know. On the receiver, I'm even contemplating putting it like right here. And I could always just drop it right here even if I wanted to. And that would probably be pretty sturdy. So let me go ahead and add the wiring to it. And we know that the receiver is going to wire over to here, right here on the board. So this shouldn't be too bad. Now what I want to do is I do want to kind of clean up some of this. So let me get some of these here out of the way. All right. There we go. Leave the screws over here. As a matter of fact, let me just get this. There we go. I don't feel like worrying about it, so let's move those. Get rid of this paperwork. All right. Perfect. Looking a little cleaner already. Okay. Leave our magnet up here. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to put the wires on here now, and those are going to need to stretch from, about right here to there. So we're going to go ahead and measure these to be about, let's say, 40 millimeters. Maybe a little short. Let me see. Yeah, that's about right. All right. So let's cut it, tin it, and get it done. Hey! Now I see comments too. Man, I don't know what the heck's going on. I didn't even know y'all were still yapping. I can't see anything. I don't think so. Let me see. I can't figure this out. Let me see. What is going on? Hold on. This stupid thing. If I click that, it hides it, and then I want to see it again. Where the heck is my chat? I don't get it. Nope. I'm going to figure this out. Hold on. It's so much easier when I was just doing it on Facebook. Hang tight, guys. I'm going to try to... Well, I got to strip this stuff anyway. I just didn't see anybody chatting. Okay, so there is that. Oh, there it is. Okay. Come on, stupid. Let's go. See if this will work. There we go. Nope, it's the same. Okay, there it goes. Hey, Dustin. Yeah, apparently the thing didn't stop streaming. I mean, I clicked stop on my end, and that stopped the switcher portion, but that did not stop that. So welcome back, Dustin, and I apologize to everybody else. Don't know what the heck's going on, but we are gonna finish this build and make sure everything's working perfect. So, and then I will figure out afterwards I'll edit the video, cut it back down, and figure out how not to have this happen again. This is my apologies. So let's see where we're at. Still got a lot to learn about this YouTube stuff, but just hang in there. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. And we're just going to tin up the wires for the receiver. There we go. Do one more. Okay, wires tin. Now we're going to go get our receiver set. Here we go. So let me see. I think I threw that away, but I wanted to show you guys anyway. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. No, it's right here. Nope. Where did I put it? I wanted to show you the receiver thing, but I could have sworn I thought I tossed it, but maybe I had. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I still have the paper. Yeah, this is the same one. Okay, so here we go. So opening this up, just to make sure we're all on the same page. We are looking at the receiver the same way it's laid out right here. Okay, so right here you have your S bus, which is right there, because you can see your antennas and your bind button are on this side. So you have S bus, 5 volt, and ground. So that's how we're going to hook this up. We're going to paste, put it right here, and let's go ahead and knock this out. One, 2, and we'll do the third one. Okay, there we go there. And then what I said was, I gotta grab some shrink tubing here for this, and that should be about right. So what I said was we were gonna go ahead and mount this to the back area there, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it about that much shrink tubing, right about there. Okay, you can't really have too much of this, so it's pretty good to just get it done right. Let's go ahead and twist it up. And we're going to run it again to right over here. So this could even be long for all I know. But let's just go ahead and knock it out. So go ahead and feed this through. Just like that. Okay, put it kind of smack in the center there. And get our heat gun. Put all this stuff away. That's hot. All right, and so what I want to do is get some double-sided tape. Get my scissors. And it's going to be a very thin strip of tape here because I am going to just put this on the back like that. And go ahead and knock this out. I want this to sit right about here, but still leave room for the screws. So let me make sure I've got room here. Yeah, that's not. Well, I could sit it like this, I guess, and that would work. All right, so I'm still going to do that. I may just turn it, but let me just sit it like that. There we go. This one like this, and then I got my heat gun here. Put this right here. Let's let that sit back down. Hey, what's up? What's up, man? Sorry, guys, about this whole video thing. Again, I apologize that when I stopped it on the machine, it did not stop YouTube. So my apologies. I will find out exactly how this YouTube is supposed to be done to make it easier, and again, I did not anticipate that happening, but we will make sure it doesn't happen twice, okay? I could have, you know what? Now I'm gonna leave it like this for now. I don't see a problem with this. I'll leave it like this for now, and we'll see how this pans out, but at least I still have enough wire here to run this, and I think this is gonna stay pretty solid, and I'll put a zip tie around there or something. All right, so let's get going. First thing we wanna do is, don't forget on this one, on this rail, it's actually positive on the outside. So kind of twist these up a little bit, but positive is going to be the one closest to the standoff. So we can knock that out first. Okay, let's do that. Right. There you go. All right, then we'll take ground after. And then we'll just go with our S-bus. Make sure that one's tipped properly. It is, okay. All right, so this will take care of our receiver. Everything on there is fine. See what else I want to do here real quickly. Make sure we got everything lined up. You know, we had space here too, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm trying to lay this out here. So now what I need to do is, I guess I can go ahead and two things. First one is going to be that I've got to get the camera mount printed, but I've got something here I think will temporarily work. Or actually, it probably won't, but we'll come up with something. But the camera's going to be pretty simple, actually. Just going to build we're just going to build something that slides over the standoff, so that won't be too hard. VTX should be very easy to do. Everything else looks like it's pretty much set. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put the prop guards back on now and see what happens. What's up, Aaron? Man, I can't believe I left that thing running the whole time. I don't get it. You press stop, and then I walked in here. I'm like, wait a minute. So I apologize. All right, let's get this out. So our prop guards, motor's going to go in, and we are going to mount this. Let me see. How do I want to pull this one? Let me see how I had this before. I want to say I can do it this way without any problem. That should be just fine. So let me go ahead and wrap this here. Just like that. Let me get this lined up. Here's one. Perfect. So this will go on pretty easy. Here you go. Okay. Go to the next one. What's up, man? Man, y'all let me keep running this thing live by accident. Oh, I'll be apologizing to everybody for a while. Okay, so we'll get the prop guards done. VTX is done. The reason I haven't fastened the VTX down is because I know the minute I turn it on, it's going to cut our video off. So I'm debating if I'm just going to keep it off for now because it's not going to affect me getting it programmed to fly. So I don't want to interrupt the video. So I got to think about, probably just leave it, probably just disconnect the power for now. And then I'll continue the video later. I'll come back to the video with it on to show you guys how we set it up. But I know it's going to interrupt the feed here, so I'm going to be careful not to arm it or not to power it up with the VTX powered. All right, let's get this here. There. And let's put this one right there. Perfect. Make sure that looks right. get this lined up. Sorry, 1 second. There, that should be lined up. Make sure I get this in the motor. Gosh. Oh. Keep missing this every time, guys. Give me a second. I cannot see. So let me see if I can just do this a little different. Okay, I think I can see that better. So I'm going to put it like this. This thing is, there we go. Finally, sorry, there we go. So get this motor done. Perfect. Just could not see that damn thing to line it up. There we go. So 1, 2. And then we'll come around. Right. Tell you what, if you're not as blind as me, man, I'm telling you, they're killing me. I see it, Whit. You know, it's funny. You wrote that and it said, do I want to approve it if you're saying a bad word? I know, man, these motor screws are killing. It's not that. I got fat sausage fingers on top of it. So it's like, and I'm blind. So I'm like, this is the combination for something that's going to explode. So I'm like not even saying a word. I'm concentrating so hard. Make sure I get this damn thing lined up. All right, so, I mean, now it seems to be smooth sailing as long as I actually open my eyes, I guess. So we're almost there. I will tell you exactly here in a second. And I will tell you that this is a right around from center to center, because they have a little bit, they're a little off, but I would say you're between 95 and 100. Right now. All right, now let's see if we can get this one to go without giving me a big fight, right? So there we go. There it is. All right. Let's do this one. Stupid motor screws. And I think this will go right there. If I don't screw this up, we should be good. The only one I don't like, it's funny, is this, the first one, because it doesn't match. So we're going to move that one real quickly. Dude, it'll drive, enough to drive you nuts. Worst part is when I'll be doing a build, right? And I'm sitting there looking for the damn screw, and the magnet on the motor picked it up already. So it's been on the friggin' bell the whole time, and I can't find it. Oh, that's irritating. All right, so let's get this one down, and then I'm going to redo the first one here because it is whoppy chod in comparison. So let me just get this lined up, get this one in. All right? And then this one, see how they're, no, this is, no, you know what, I'll just leave it like that. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Okay, so we'll finish putting these in, and, hey, thanks, Wood. So let's, thank you very much. Let's finish putting these in, and then we're gonna get an idea of what we're talking about here. Oh, this is the one. I can't believe I just did that. And you see, look what I did. God darn it. Put the prop guard on the wrong side. So now I need to change it. That maybe why it took me so long. Let's go this way. Put this back on. Just like that. I think it's 10 times easier when you actually put the prop guard on the right way. So we'll just chalk that up to a little bit of a lesson learned. I gotta pay more attention, but anyways, all right. So let's tighten this back down and we'll be good to go. We can move on. I have to look at this anymore. Okay, perfect. Now we're cooking with grease. Okay, now we're good. Everything's good. And now what we wanna do is, everything looks pretty decent here. Let's go ahead and put the props back on. Now, let me see. I am going to leave it spinning a standard direction. So I will go ahead and put these inverted this way. There we go. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put the props on, get those set up, and then I think what I'm gonna do is I'll go grab a 3S battery to throw on the charger. I'm just gonna use a standard, I don't know, something small, just to get this thing tested in, and then we should be good to go. Okay, let's go ahead and tighten that one down. Yep, that looks good. Okay. And again, guys, I'm probably going to leave the VTX disconnected for now. I mean, I'll put the whole quad together, but I'm going to leave it off only because I don't want to interrupt the broadcast and it will interfere. And then let's put this one here, and it looks like we should be good to go there. Where is my last screw? I have one left. And now I've got to dig for it. And if I don't find it, I'll just grab something similar, but I was hoping to have the same one, and no telling. Now it's probably sitting somewhere on my desk and I can't see it. Make sure it's not on my motors, like I said. Oh, I don't see it. Anybody see a silver screw here? No? Yes, no? Yes, no? All right, well, I'll just take one of these for now. We'll make it work for the time being until I figure out where it went. You know what, I'll leave that a second. All right, so let's get the rest of the motors down. One. Two, three. I'll get these two here. Okay, so the motor's done and the setup done. I will close this. I guess, man, it sucks. I just hate to have to do that, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. So yeah, I'm going to close this up now, but I will pull the power off of the VTX for the time being. And like I said, I will go back and put it back on and do a video, but just not have it live. That way it doesn't interfere. So I'm going to leave this one just kind of out for the time being. I'll heat shrink that off so we're gonna put something on there so it doesn't get damaged. Go. Come on. Perfect. All right, let's heat shrink that. That way we'll protect this wire and the board from getting damaged, and then we'll just cut that off. Okay. So we can tuck that back in now. Sit the board the way it's supposed to. So I had intended for the board to sit this way so that the antenna would have to come around. So let me just make sure all my wires fit nicely in there. They do. Let me get this one out of the way. There we go. And now we're going to tighten this down, fasten this. So it comes with some nylon fasteners here, so let's go ahead and do that. Holy moly, you don't really realize how fat your fingers are until you try to tighten one of these. There we go. Yeah, this is actually for a customer, Dustin, that purchased a sector, and it's just too big for the inside to be flying inside. I said, well, look, man. So he was asking about the Revelation, and I was like, hey, you know what? The Revelation. I mean, I made, I designed the Revelation and I love it. But I was like, hey, look, I've been working on this one, and this might be actually a cool time to give this a shot. So. We got to talking. I said, you know what? And I think I talked to him probably around 5, almost 6 o'clock Central Time. And I was like, you know what? Let's do it. We'll just knock it out tonight. So, yeah, it was kind of a last minute thing. And I think it panned out for perfect timing because I wanted to do a live build, but I just couldn't figure out what I want to do it on. Especially now that I'm going to try to do one a day. It's like I'm going to pre-select all the stuff. But if you guys want to, like I said, if you want to pick what you want me to build, just go to the contact page and tell me look on my website and tell me what stuff you want me to use, and I'll build one, and you guys can check it out. Just don't ask me to do this, fastening these things with my fat fingers is a pain in the butt. Let me see if I get this. There, finally. All right. Okay, so for the most part, looking down on this thing, I think everything's hidden pretty well. I don't see too many wires showing, at least nothing too bad. I mean, obviously I have the camera showing. And again, I don't know what I'm going to do on this camera. What I did was, I'm anticipating I'm just going to use a mount like this one and just make it smaller. But I'm going to see how much room I have here. So let's kind of give it an idea real quick. As far as everything else goes, I do have the Vtx antenna that's right here. So we need to get that one, and so we can figure out where we're going to mount that. So we'll put that on. And again, guys, remember the Vtx is the main power for the Vtx is off, so that it doesn't interfere with the video, but I will put a video up of it working, what the end result is. All right, so what I can do now is I can fit this here. I've got plenty of room here, so we've definitely got room for some other options, but the main thing is I want to make sure that we clear everything, and it does look like it's cleared well. So let's go ahead and kind of close everything up and see what we got left. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of room there for a buzzer, a finder. I mean, quite a few things actually. So we need to kind of come up with a few little gadgets for this. And I'm sure I'll work on it because I've got, like I said, I got to draw out this camera mount. So it should be pretty neat to play with this. All right, let's put that over. All right, so with the frame assembled now and everything but the VTX on, and I want to see the camera and see what movements I have on the camera, so that's going to be pretty neat. I think I got enough room to turn this in here. Let me just make sure I do. Yep. So I guess what I'm going to do, and the idea, like I said, the idea is going to be to put something like this right here, right? And obviously it would be on this setup itself. So I'm going to make the stand. I'm going to make the standoff holder, right? So this camera will sit something like that, and that should be pretty much a piece of cake to do. And I wish I could, you know what, maybe, I don't know, let me see. I know this is an M2 and this is not going to fit properly, but it will give me an idea. So let's see. Dustin, I got prop guards, man. I can make some. I mean, that's the cool part is, so you just let me know. Now this is going to look, please don't tell me this doesn't fit, guys, because I know that already. So, but I just want to get an idea here of what it may look like when it's done, if I can get this one to fit properly. Oh, let's try it like that. See if I can make this work. Yeah, I mean, we could make them. As a matter of fact, I was going to use the laser cutter and make some, so I'll see if I can knock you some out, okay, and we'll make it work. Hey, look. Isn't that it? Yeah, there's my screw for the prop, so that's good. I just need to get a screw for the antenna. Real quick, and I don't know what size I want to use, but I'm going to grab some and see. Give me 1 second. Let's try a. Damn it. Let's try an 8mm. See if an 8mm, how much an 8mm is going to take up. It's going to be that's too long. I need to know by how much, so a 6mm. All right, well, a 6. 1 second. All right, so 6mm screw. Get a couple of those over here, and let's go this way. Okay. It's still too big, but it's fine. Doesn't give me a realistic size though, so hold on. You know what? I tell you what I'll do is instead of sitting here guessing screw size, I'm just going to put a spacer on at that point. So let me get let's do something like this. I'll take 2 of these. And we'll use them as spacers so that we don't have to keep guessing screws. I'm going to put a 2mm gap on this thing. Should be about 2mm. And I think that's actually going to make it too short. So let's go 1mm. And then we can feed this through like that. And that should, oh yeah, that should work. All right, so let's try that and just see. That would mean that we would need a 5mm screw instead of a 6, but I don't feel like keep pulling these darn things out. So let's just try that. You gotta put it the right way, guys. I'm telling you, they don't make these little screws for fat fingers. Okay, here we go. Now let's see where we're at. Okay, so the goal here would be to set this, I guess, more like that. Right, now assuming this, obviously this would be cut for a M2. I think that would actually work perfectly. So I don't have to drag it back too far, but we're going to use this just to hold it in place for now so I can get an idea, okay? That'll help me. Then the printing of it would be a piece of cake, and I'd put the STL file for you guys, but let me just get this thing mounted first. And I can get an idea if this is going to be one of the better fits for the cameras. I think it is. I think it's actually going to work pretty well. So if positioned right, it would end up like this, right? So I think that's exactly what we're going to do. And then once the other side is on, the camera will be pushed to the center instead of being pushed to the left. So that's what we would be looking at right there. And I think that fits actually pretty well. So, and I wish I had the other one to this. I don't. I thought I did, but I don't. And to be honest with you, I have no clue. I don't even think it was part of one of my builds. I think somebody left it here when they were visiting, so I ended up using it. I'm kind of digging to see if they have another one, but they don't. All right, so anyway, so we got the camera. We're going to leave that there. We've got the VTX cable. I am actually going to lift this back up so I can bring it through over the screws. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and get this onto beta flight and make sure, bind our receiver and make sure we've got everything set. All I need to do now is just look at the receiver antennas and see where I want to put these. So they're going to be coming off this way, and my guess is that I want to see how I want to put my LiPo real quick. So my guess is here, since I don't have to worry about anything to do with the props, I think what I'll do, I don't know, it might look pretty cool like that. I don't know. We'll see. So we got the battery going there. So if I was to take this and drop it here, let's see what that looks like. Might not be a bad idea. No, I don't do that. Let's try this. This one here. Perfect. All right, let me get some heat shrink real quick. Tack this one down. Okay. All right, so far, so good. Hey, you're welcome, man. Congrats on the win, by the way. That's awesome. Yeah, it was a long build. I'll give you that. Hopefully they don't always take that long. But I'm glad, man. I appreciate you. My son and I had a blast, too. And tomorrow he's going to come and we're gonna go test fly for a little bit. So we didn't get to do it that day, but we're going to do it soon here. So at least we're going to get this time to do it. All right, so I think everything here is going to look pretty good. Again, I'm going to print the camera piece. The VTX is not connected because I don't want to cut this off. So now I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead. Let me go grab a LiPo real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me find a LiPo that I want to use. Where am I going to find my LiPo? $500 LiPo. LiPos in here. I cannot find one that I want to use. One sec, guys. I'm just going to try to find a battery that I can get ready to use on here. Should be able to find one pretty quickly, unless my wife has put them in places I have no idea. But give me a second, and I will find something. Or also just open another one. Where did she put my battery back? Alright, well, I'll just open another one. I have no idea where she put my battery bag. I'm not going to go bother her about it. So let me just open a new LiPo. One last look. I don't see anything, so new LiPo it is. Alright, let me head over here. So I think what I'll do is I'll pull I'm going to get a TBS one, so I'm going to pull the TBS, let me see. Just to make this work, I'll use it. Well, there's a 2S. Let me see if I can get a 3S. What is this one? That's a 2S too. Right. This one is... Alright, so I'm going to grab this here, the 520. I don't know, all my 3S's are sitting somewhere. What is this one? They're all over the place as we're moving inventory, so... let's see. I guess I'll just use the 2S for now because I'm kind of stuck anyway. So we'll use but I will put the 3S on here. I'm just not going to try to find out where she put everything because I feel like I got some carbon fiber stuck right in between my finger. God darn it. So anyways, this one a TBS, and then here's a tiny one. So I mean, I could use either one of these actually. But look how cool that's going to fit. I mean, like it's just perfect size. So we could easily fit this one, and this is going to be the 2S, 300 milliamp, and then this is the 2S 520 milliamp, and I've got the 3S in the same version. I just don't know where it is. It's somewhere. I've got a bunch of them, but we've been moving stuff around, so God help us. I have no idea. Hey, that's my boy. Look at him. There he is. What's up, Landon? Y'all say hi to my son right there, Landon Maalouf. I was just telling him that you're coming tomorrow and we're going to fly. So, what's up, brother? It's good to see my boy. What's up? Hey, look what we built. Look what I built. Like that, Landon? Isn't that cool? Okay, so I guess what I'll do is I'll get the 3S, I'll get the 2S ready. Let me go put these on to get ready. And then we're going to come back and connect this to Betaflight and see how everything's functioning and bind the squad. So let's get this. Here, we'll do this. We'll charge these quickly. Is it going to work? Yep. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to charge the 520 milliamp, and we're going to plug this in now. I'm going to launch it. What up? What up? Always good to see my boy joining. Okay. So let's see what we got. Oh yeah, I can't hear it. I can't hear it initialize because what's up, Bill? Landon, what time is it? It's 10:40. Oh, you got plenty of time before you gotta go to bed. Good, 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 good. You know what? I should do one last continuity check. Let me do that real quick before I go power everything up. So get ready. Make sure we don't have too many problems here. So it's continuity and yep, that's good. One last look at our capacitor to make sure it doesn't explode on me. Perfect. All right, guys, so let's get this fired up as best as we can without the VTX on again. And that way we can see what we got, what we're working with. At the same time, we can start getting some of this crap out of here. So I'm going to put you now onto the... now, I will tell you that I will not be able to see any comments while I'm doing this because I'm looking at them on the screen that we're about to go on. So, sorry, but let me switch over real quick. I'm going to open Betaflight and I'm going to swap the screens. So if you do ask questions, if you guys, anybody who's watching can help answer if somebody does have a question, okay, and then we'll get going. All right, so here goes. And Landon, that goes for you too. I can't even see if you say anything yet, but we're going to check this out here, okay? So I'm going to use my, smoke stopper. Guys, I recommend that you at least think about getting one. And because if this thing explodes, at least hopefully it's supposed to help, but I want to double check something here. Make sure my, yep, That's good. So let's go ahead and just drop this right here so I don't have to worry about it again. There you go. That's done. Should see our stuff come up. So now you can see that. Okay. All right, so we're on COM 3. That looks good. I'm going to hopefully do this. God help me. I'm going to jump. I know it because every time I'm the guy that gets cursed with the bad luck. Hey, so far so good. Okay, so we've got power going. That's positive. That's a positive note here. Again, I can't see anything, so if you guys are making fun of me, I won't be able to read it till later, and then I'll get you back. All right, so now let's do this. Let's test where we're at. Okay, so we're going to connect here, see where we're at first with everything. I do want to check the motors first, so let's go do that. Man, that's whoa, that sucker's ready to go. Okay, and let's check motor 2. Excellent. Motor 3. I'll have to check that one. Something on motor 3 is not going too good, and then let's see motor 4. All right, so motor 3 might have an issue here. Let me see. I'm not liking that at all, but it could be my wiring. Let me just check the wires real quick. Make sure that all the wires look all right. All right, so what I'm going to do first before I go do anything else then is I'm just going to run over to BL Heli. Go ahead and flash it anyway just to make sure that we're all okay. Actually, I need to get back into beta flight real quick and go to my configuration to make sure. Nope. 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 I don't want that right now. I want to go here and make sure I can check my... let's go ahead and do our version update here. So let's see what we got. There we go. Holy moly. Okay. So let's just go ahead and do that first. I wish I could read the comments. Hey, there's a comment right there. Maybe I can. Maybe I can just move this over and I can see the comments a little bit so I can see what's up. Or maybe not. What did he say? What did I lose a bet? What? Did Tarek lose a bet? What? Oh, shut up, dude. I shaved my beard. Leave me alone. I shaved it because my face was hurting. Quiet. Now, don't be talking crap while I'm not reading this. I'm better off not reading it because it's just going to... That motor 3 bothers me. I can't imagine there's something wrong on that. Maybe I did. Maybe I have a wire touching there on that ESC. Let me just check. No, I mean it looks clean. I can't see anything, but we'll see. The joy. All right, so let's flash this, and then we'll see what we got left. And I got a bind too. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use. I guess I could bind with this one. Why not? I got this out for testing anyway, so might as well. So let me go ahead and just power up.
Welcome to OpenTN.
Okay.
Throttle warning.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So go here. Whoa. Okay. So I'm gonna go to Model 3, which is gonna be. I mean, this whole thing is to do setups for customers. So. Oh, look, I'm down here. Hold on. All right, let's get this done. Again, I'm just going to do the basics on this because I want to see everything. I want to definitely do... There we go. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to disconnect, run over to BL Heli, and I'm going to tell it to read the setup and go ahead and flash this. Probably, yeah, it's got a flash, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and while that's going... I'm going to go ahead and start setting this up. So we're going to call this one, let's see, it was XJT R9. So this is going to be oops. All right, let's click OK. Okay. Yes. So we'll go back here. We'll make this, just call it D, and then we'll go 16. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yes. All right, so then we'll come over here. External is going to be off. Internal will be on. And I've already flashed this as the radio that we did in the X90 2019 video that I did a couple days ago. So it's already been flashed. I'm going to go ahead and just put this in. There we go. And this is going to be on channel 3. So we'll get ready to bind it. As soon as I can turn this off, I'll bind it. Okay. There we go. So now let's, let me see. Let's disconnect. I'm going to power it off real quick so I can bind this, make sure that we're binding properly. All right, so that should power off here in just a second. There it goes. And let me get the screwdriver to here. Okay, lights are solid. So now if I click bind, I hope so. I don't know if I have telemetry on this, but hopefully we're going to see. There we go. So we're blinking. Excellent. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's turn this off. Anyway, because I got to go to beta flight now. Connect. And I've got to go to my motors right here. Make this bigger. And then what we can do is click here. I sure hope motor 3 spins or I'm going to be pissed. Oh my God, no way. I can't believe that. There's got to be something wrong. There's no way that this is going to give me this kind of problem. So I'll check that soldering. Gosh darn it. No, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it because every other motor is going. So let me disconnect. That's going to make me mad. And let's read it. Okay. And now we're going to set everything. So remember, we're going to right click on these and read the levels. 1020 is the highest minimum. So we're going to set that. And then the lowest maximum is what, 2012? 2012. So 1020 and 2012. So let's do 2012 and 1020 and remove programming and click right. All the motors are now in sync. If I do a check, it should tell me hopefully they're in sync now. Let me see. So yeah, everything's perfect. There are no errors at all except for a stupid motor 3 that won't spin. So I'm going to take it down real quick. And the fun begins. There we go. So now I can at least see the web. God, this sucks. All right, so now I can see my messages. And Larry, tell your dad to take the Fortnite challenge. Nikki wants to. Man, you better quit talking. All right, I'll accept the challenge. I accept any challenge. You know me, I like challenges. What I don't like is the damn challenge for Motor 3. So let me see how I want to look at this here. Because if this ESC is bad, I got to take the whole damn thing apart. I'm hoping it's just something I did. Damn it. There's no way. Come on. Oh well. Let's have some fun, shall we? Let's see what we got. This just sucks. Okay, I don't have to worry about that. At least I get into it. I don't need this on here. What I do need is I need to see what the heck happened right here. So I will move the receiver out of the way, pull these wires out, and let's see if maybe I missed something. 1, 2. And the wiring, the soldering is fine. I don't see a problem, but I'll take it apart anyway. Might as well, just in case I'm missing something. So there's my 3 wires right there. So guys, this is now comes the headache. Let's see what we got. Okay, so with the receiver kind of out of the way, see, this looks fine. I don't see a single problem here, but well, you know what? Maybe we'll see. Okay, so that's on. We're ready to go. So let's go ahead and pull the solder. Let's pull the wires out and hope for the best, right? Okay, out of the way. There we go. 1. There's 1 wire. All right, so the wires are out. See if I can kind of tin a little bit without getting anything too messed up. There we go. So I'm going to try this again. 1, 2, maybe a bad motor, maybe a bad ESC, I don't know. 3. All right, now, not even gonna worry about changing the screen over, we're just gonna try this out, okay? And see if we can get to the bottom of this somehow. Look, get in there already. There you go. All right, now before I switch to beta flight on our screen, I'm just gonna try to do a motor test real quick so I don't waste everybody's time going back and forth. It's gonna make me so mad, I know it. Please work. Just make this easy on me, please. Damn it. Okay, so we have something dead. Let me grab a, what the heck? Grab a motor first. It's so disappointing. See any motor to test with. I got 2,000 motors and I gotta worry about finding one. You know what? I'm just gonna grab a standard size motor and we're gonna test it that way. All right. So let's just try that. That's such a bum deal. Let's turn this off. Cue for phone height. All right, let me check that. All right, Aaron, let me see. I'm gonna bump these out real quick. Unscrew them a little bit, see if we got anything there. The screws are all the same, but you know, it could still be. I can't say it's not an option. So let's see. Maybe that might be. All right, so let's see what we got. I'm gonna go with 4 up here just to make sure we've got good stuff running. So hang tight. Well, that's good. No, still no. All right, so I'll flip it over and move the prop screw real quick, Aaron. Let's see. I'm just gonna loosen them a little bit because that's same screws, so I'll take them out about 2 mil or mil. Let's see. Oh yeah, barely hanging on. Okay, maybe that'll do it. Let's see. And if not, then I have a motor here. We'll test and see what happens. And give me some good news, please. No, I got nothing. Damn it. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and just do the motor. I'll just swap the motor out real quick with a full-size motor just to see plug-wise if it's the motor or if it's the ESC. I just have a hard time. Believing that, I mean, right out of the box, we'll see. So let's go ahead. Holy moly, yeah, I'm probably going to chop those down. I don't want to do too much work here. I just want to know if the damn thing works. So let's move these out of the way. Okay. Just get a temporary hold on this. That's all I want. 1. 2, and we'll go for the third one here, as sloppy as it can get, just to give us a test, okay? I'm gonna regret this. All right, that's pretty clear from everything obstacle-wise. Let me get a screw to hold right here so I can hold this another one so it doesn't wind up on me. I'm hating this. glasses. All right. I believe those wires are pretty clear, so that should be good. Click the wrong button. Let's go here. God darn it, please work. Yep, there you go. Got a motor spinning. Good news. That makes me happy. Okay, so that being said, let's go ahead and get this sucker off of here. And as much as I wish I could tell you what's wrong with this motor, at the moment I can't tell you anything about it. So I'm going to try something different real quick and see if I can make this work, and if not, we're going to put a new motor on. Okay, so let's just see what I got here real quick. But I am glad that it is not the ESC. All right, one last try with this motor before I throw the damn thing through the window. God, I can't see. I got glasses coming everywhere here. Holy crap. Oh, shut up. I don't want to hear from you either. All right, let's see what we got. No. All right, we'll disconnect. Okay, so we'll be replacing this one. Darn you. And I don't understand why. I think the motor was new, actually. But these are the fun things that you get to deal with. Landon, you don't ask that when everybody's reading it, bud. That means that I made a mistake. It could have been. It's a good question to ask. I mean, it sucks that you ask your dad that, like I screwed up or something, but it's a good question. No, it's not a soldering issue, only because the motor has been soldered again, and it's clean. I mean, it's clear. So it would be normally you could see something like that if you cross the wire. So like if you soldered and bridged, yeah, you'd probably see something along those lines, but not like this. So what I'm going to do now is I want to clear the motor from everything. I'm going to take the props off in one last run without anything around it, just to make sure there was nothing stuck inside or nothing stuck underneath between the motor and the frame. And then we're going to be running with a 3-motor quad. This ought to be fun. Just kidding. We'll do 4 motors. It just makes me mad. All right, so let's see what we got here. Come on, I put this tape underneath, and ever since then, I just regret it. Come on, there we go. All right. All right, so here's the motor again, and this time we're just going to try to run it without anything attached. Just make sure there was no debris or something in there, I guess. And then we'll deal with it. I know I have another motor, I just don't know where it is, but I think it's behind me. So, okay. Whatever you do, don't let it touch the capacitor. Here we go. Motors. And then motor 3. Oh no, this is terrible. Yeah, no, that ain't happening. Alright, so motor shot. So, thank you for that. We'll do a quick surgery on this. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. I'm gonna go grab another one. Be right back, guys. Be right back. Hopefully I have one here. I think that's the 1108, right? Let me see. Just got to make sure it's the same motor. I think this is it. Let me just check. This is the... Uh-oh, damn it, of course not. So 1 second, I grab, of all of them, I have 2 options, and right now 50-50, and I screw it up. So this is going to be 1106 6000. Be right back. That's on the wall also. 1 second, guys. $11.08 is here. 1106 6000 is right here. Okay. All right, I got it. Let's finish this. Let's get this build finished, okay? Right here. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking, and I agree, and I'm thinking that I'll just have to look at the motor and see. Maybe there's something on the inside that's damaged. I can't Can't really tell right now, but I'll put it under the microscope here in a little bit and check. But yeah, I agree with you. It does seem like only 2 phases are going. So, but in that case, let's go ahead and get a new one out. And let's organize this table just a little bit. And let's get this build finished here in just a second. So tape comes off. You know, almost from here, it looks like the center wire is broken, but I'll have to see. I'm gonna take the bell off later and see what I can find out and take it apart. I mean, might as well. I'm curious now. All right, let's go ahead and put this one back on. So now I get to play with this stuff again. So let's solder it first. That way I can get the tape on it. So let me do that. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's a good point, Bill. Why not? All right, let's test the motor first. Thank you, keeping me in check instead of putting it all back together and then realizing I had another problem. All right, fair enough. Let me just get 2 pieces in here so I can hold the motor in place. And everybody can cross their fingers and let's hope for something positive to happen. If not something. All right. Can't see that. All right, let's see if we can get a motor running. Motors, go to 3. Ah, like a champ. Perfect. All right, so we are now cooking with grease. Let's go ahead and swap this out. I need to turn this off. I need to put the tape on real quick, so give me a second to do that. God, no. Okay, with that done, we can now put the prop guard back on. I'm gonna go ahead and take this camera off for the time being, instead of whipping it around all over the place. Hey, cha-ching! Somebody bought something! Okay, so let's get back to it for the millionth time. for this. Landon, where are your little skinny fingers when I need some help? Okay, I can get this one. There we go.
Inactivity alarm.
Lady, I don't have time for that right now. All right, Dustin, we'll see you, man. Peace. There we go. That is better. Okay, there we go. Let's get this one in. Okay, finally. Now we can put the rest of them on and call it a day. Sorry, guys. And I know we're bound now, so this thing should be hovering here in just a minute. All I gotta do is finish this part and not have another motor crap out on me. Let me tuck these wires in. Right here. Okay. Finally, here we go. This will reach. Should. Oh no, that's all four. Oh, never mind. Okay, so there we go. Now we can try this whole process again. And first thing we will do is make sure that we get everything plugged in properly. There we go. USB comes in, and now we will fire this up again and make sure this time that we have our settings right. Make sure our cap is good. Perfect. So let's get back over to the computer now. Here we go. All right. So let's go ahead and log in. And let's set this ports. I believe that we did this and this. Let's go ahead and power up our receiver. I'll move this over.
Welcome to OpenTN.
Thank you. Again, thank you. There we go.
Throttle warning.
Good Lord, lady, enough. All right, let's connect. Okay, everything looks good there. I'm gonna leave this for now, make sure this works. That's gonna go off. I'm gonna drop this down 4 and 2 for now. It won't go any higher anyway, so let's see. Nope. Yep. There. No. Oh, nope. Okay, so let's click save. And that's why you do that. I need to get out of here real quickly and go back in here and read this because I want to calibrate it one more time. As a matter of fact, let me do a check again. I don't know if I'm going to have an error or not, will I? No, it looks okay, I guess. Let me minimize this screen here. That's what I want right here. Okay, good. We'll disconnect. Okay, let's turn that off. Right here, disconnect. Go over here, read the setup, make sure it is done the same. Let's see, this is not, okay. Let's go ahead and click OK, and let's make sure 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1020 and 2012, that's what I think we had before anyway. So let's go ahead and light those up. 1020 and 2012, and remove that, right setup, and we should be good. I think this thing actually should be able to hover right now. As soon as I get done with this, it's going to hover. So let's go ahead and disconnect. Close that, come over here, connect, and let me set up my modes. Let me make sure I have receiver connection here first. Okay. For real. I mean, by one. That's ridiculous. So I've got my the yaw here being 1 too high. So let me go ahead and edit this real quick. Let's see, where am I going? Here we go. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I want to go to my sub trim and go, there we go, 1500. Excellent. Okay, so everything looks good. So now let's go to let's make sure that we have, yeah, okay, good. So we're gonna go to our modes, set my arm, perfect. There, and then set my horizon, okay. Fail safe. I don't have a beeper, but I'm going to set it anyway because I may put one on. And then I need my air mode. There we go. That's it. Okay. So, if all is correct, let's click save. Let's go to our setup. Make sure that we are lined up properly and orient. Yep. All right, let's go grab that battery and see what happens. So for this, I have the 2S for right now. It'll be a good way to test it. I'm not worried about it. Let me get out of beta flight real quick. Let's disconnect so I can see you guys. Disconnect, there we go. Hey man, I got 5-inch frame in the way. It seems to be a good frame. Where's the top? I like the arms, but nothing little. Hey, you're welcome, Todd, man. Enjoy it. Make the best out of it and have a good time. It would fit. It would fit down here too. It easily fit down here if you wanted it to. So you could put it so that you can put your camera up top. So you've got room because I've left this part open. So let me stop twisting this all over the place, okay? So the way it's done is you can either go on top if you want, or you can go on bottom like here, okay? And then if you want to put it on the bottom right here, I can put the pad here, and then you've got room for your. Oh, you guys can't see this. I'm sorry. I apologize. I just realized that you can't. Okay, so yeah, getting back to that, you've got plenty of room here, and then you've got room on the top for your camera then. So you could do like a, let me see. Something like this. Let me put this over there. You could use like a Firefly or whatever. Easily mount that right here. See? And you'd be set. It's going to be a smooth flight either way. I guess, I mean, I don't mind keeping it on the bottom. If you want to try that for this flight, I can do that. That's not a problem at all. I left the cable long so it could go either way. So let's just see. If I put that there, you'd be just fine. All right, so let's try that, I guess. And that way we'll leave the top for the camera. Okay, now what I need to do is I could put a thing here. I just need to find me the little Velcro piece, and I don't think I'm gonna find it right now because I wasn't planning on using a Velcro battery strap and I didn't have anything else. So maybe what I'm gonna do is I think for right now I'm just gonna zip tie it in. Okay, and I'm going to cut a piece of silicone here as soon as I grab one. So give me 1 second to find that, and this thing will be in the air. I said 1 second, it may be 2 seconds. Gotta find where my wife put them. She's killing me with this inventory stuff. Okay, the fewer silicone pads. Where the hell would you be? Well, I guess it's not critical to it. I was just hoping to do it. Let me see. Alright, well, I guess I'll pass on that, and we'll just mount the thing. I just hate cutting corners. Look at 1 second, hold on. Let me see. Nothing. God darn silicone pad here. Alright. Well, usually I have some laying around, but she's taking my inventory, and I give up. So we'll just try it like it is, and I'll just zip tie it down. It doesn't matter. I like the Firefly is pretty solid, man. Let's see. I've been a big fan of the Fireflies. I don't know. I haven't had any of their new ones, so I mean, I have to at least say that too. But I have been a very big fan, a big supporter of what I had from them. And like I said, guys, I'm just going to use this because I don't. My wife has put all my inventory somewhere after counting it, and I'm not about to try to find it. So let's just zip this around. I don't know where my Velcro is. I don't know where my silicone battery stuff is. So thank you. Normally wouldn't have to be doing this, but I don't have my wrap, my strap handy. God darn it, I was planning on putting this on the top. You have to go say something about mounting it here, and now I'm like destined to do it. So let's make this work for now. Obviously you wouldn't be using zip ties, I know, but make do with what you got right now. Okay, that will hold. We can get this out of the prop here. Should be good because it's not going to be good if it gets in the way. Let me put this in the back. Just like that. Alright, now let me just kind of tighten this down. And that would, hopefully, that'll be good for at least a test run, I think. Let's cut this off. And hopefully, this is neat. This is going to be pretty cool. Oh, I have to test the motor still. I don't even know if it's going to go, if the orientation of the motors is right. I didn't even think about that. sucker's ready to jump. Oh my God. I should have done that real quickly. Hold on. Let me just check my motors one time. I didn't even bother to do that. And I'm rushing through this and I don't want something bad to happen to my setup. So please let me just see what I got here. I'll show you what I'm doing here. It's this here, right? So I want to go now to my motors and let me see where I'm at. Yeah, that's good. Woo. Okay, 3. All right, and okay, well, let's hope for the best. Let's disconnect that, pull this off. Let me see. I need. All right, I don't know how successful this is going to be trying to do this on the bench under the camera, but I mean, I have no idea. Let's just see what happens. If anything, I'll have to move to the floor and give it a shot, but I was hoping that I might be able to try it here. So let me just get out of the way and try not to kill anybody. Dude, that is smooth. I mean, it's smooth. Except for that. Excuse you. You're ruining my flight. Let's try that again. I'm digging it. So there you go. I'm digging that a lot. That is fun. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's fun, man. What is that? Full screen, please. What is that? What does that mean? Full screen? I don't know. Here, let me see if I can do it this way. I have no room to fly right now, but I am definitely loving this. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I'm excited about it. Let me see if I can put it on the floor here. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. What I'll do is I'll try to take this here. And just forgive the mess, please, because it's been a little crazy, but let's see if I can do this. Nope, not that. This. There we go. And then let's go here. Boom. All right, so let me get this out of the way. I got a bunch of stuff to work on. If I get these things out of the way. Welcome to the mess. All right. Let's see what happens. It's kind of neat. It's kind of fun. All right, let's back up. There we go. There goes my keyboard. I mean, that's just, it's very steady. This sucker's great, man. All right, well, I won't waste your time with it, but yep. All right. Sweet. I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped right now. Yes, yes, yes. All right, let's switch cameras back and let's get back to reality here a little bit. So let's see. We'll go here. Boom. Let me get lined up here, guys. Tell you what, man. I mean, it hovers really well. It's extremely smooth. I mean, this sucker. I will get everything else put back on it, which means that, yeah, I will go ahead and fasten the Firefly then, and we will have our HD, and it'll be just like this. And this is, I mean, it's a unique build. I'm excited. I really am. yeah, the idea was for it to be flown inside. It's definitely stable because I mean it took off from the bench I was building on. So you know there's not a you know if it was going to be it's pretty tough to take off from here. I mean in the sense that there's everything all around it. If it was going to go screwed up, it would have been easy to mess up. So guys, I don't know what to say. I'm excited about it. I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and finish now with the camera and the VTX. I won't hold you guys hostage for that. Hey, Landon, did you see it? You saw it fly, huh, bud? So, and just to remind you guys, my son and I, we built these last week. So these are the ones we're going to be testing tomorrow, right, when he gets here. So this is the one. I'm going to put this together and I'll put it on the website. I'll put a link here. And then I said I was going to give stuff away, but the problem is I want to maybe put the whole build as a giveaway, but I need to get all the parts together first. So if you guys will give me until I finish this video, I'll finish the VTX stuff. I'll put the links and I'll just give a few things away. And what I'll do is I'll do a random drawing here on this one. So, but I'd like to see this in some people's hands, or at least some of the frame parts and motors and stuff. So, anyways, for right now, guys, real excited. It worked out well, and you'll get a link. Just check the link to this video, and you'll see the prizes are going to be given away, and then you guys can hit me up if you're a winner. Okay? Need to 3D mount, lower the camera angle of the Firefly. Yeah, I've got this already printed in 3D, so I can modify that file. You've got TPU, so I may have you do it. Other than that, guys, hey, this is awesome, man. I'm really excited that we did this, so this can be cool. Other than that, if you have any questions, please always go to our website. If this thing works, there you go, and hit me up on the contact page. And then please follow us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and from now on, the feeds are going to be here, so we'll build up our audience slowly, but I was really appreciative to have you guys here. And to my son, I love you, bud. Cannot wait to see you tomorrow, and thanks for being a part of this, too. And to everybody else, God bless. Spend time with your family, guys. You never know how much time you got left, so make the most of it, okay? Peace!